I'm Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. We are at Musikmesse 2013 in Frankfurt, Germany, talking to Duncan at Koch amps. Duncan, you guys have a cool new amp, the Jupiter.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about it and this hybrid design you guys have going?
Yeah, of course. Well, we've got this new hybrid technology. Means that we use a high voltage MOSFET transistor amp combined with a small tube, and in our preamp we have a small tube as well. So basically it has the feel and the dynamics of a full tube amp, but it's less. The weight is less, and the response is amazing. And we already had the Jupiter 45 a 12-inch version combo, and we figured out, well, let's build one with a 2x12 and see what happens in the low end. And it resulted in an amazing sounding amp. So that's basically what happens. Yeah.
Cool. So it's a 212, which is, I mean, you look at that big beefy cam and you're like, oh, does it have 310? So it's got two 12 inches in there, but it's a big cabinet that gives it some oomph, right?
Yeah.
Is it 2 channels?
Yeah, it's a 2-channel amp, and at the clean side we have a gain control and a volume, so you can go like sparkly clean, and you can crank it up for a more vintage kind of style, you know, so a little of overdrive you can put in there as well. Then you can switch to the overdrive section. That's a distorted section, and on that we have a boost function for extra high gain experience. So basically this is an amp that is designed for the vintage player and the rocker, more vintage rock player style, funky stuff, and yeah, it just sounds amazing. We have 3 tone controls on there, the bass, the middle and the treble. There is a beautiful sounding digital reverb chip in it, and you really have to listen to it because it sounds just great. And on our foot switch you have 2 features. You have the clean overdrive channel, overdrive clean. This can either function as boost on or off in the overdrive section, and at the back of the amp you can switch it so you can control your reverb on or off. So that's a choice you have to make.
Cool. And the foot pedal comes with a rain jacket.
Yeah.
It's freaking loud in here. We're like yelling. Sorry guys, we're yelling, but we have to yell so we can actually hear each other. There's blaring guitars. We started out here in the clean channel. Do you want to show us a few other sounds?
Yeah, of course I do. I will bring it down, the gain a little bit, so I have sparkling clean sound. When I crank it up a little bit, you get more. You see, the amp will go and will has a more edgy sound. And the response will be that when you do stuff like, you already get this sound with this edge of dirtiness.
Sounds really spongy and funky. Can you talk a little bit about the contour toggle there?
Yeah. Well, the contour is doing a difference in the mid section.
Like a scoop?
Yeah, in a way. So now. You get a little bit of a different mid experience.
All right, now talk about the dimmer knob there. That's a power.
Yeah, the dimmer knob is basically like a master volume control for your power section. But a nice feature on it as well is it has a recording output as well. So you can go to a PA system, and you know the simulation, the cap simulation, they did a real job on that. So I use it basically for my looper. So my recording output goes to my looper and the looper goes to the PA, and I can play on top of that again. But you can make home recordings with it as well. That's no problem. But yeah, when you do home recordings, you want to use the speaker cabinet because the sound of that is more real, of course. That's true.
Now, before we go, I'm seeing the hot label on there. So, do you want to show us how dirty this amp can get?
Yeah, of course. I have to push this button, and then you are in the normal mode.
What if we crank the gain up?
Yeah, be my guest.
Nice.
We'll already go like crazy if you want.
Yeah, nice playing, man. Where can people go online to find out more about this?
Well, they can go to wkoch/amps.com and you will find fits on it and the specs and some new products in this line, because we are preparing some new great stuff. A small version, like a baby version of the Jupiter. We are preparing a hat, and some caps, and maybe a 4x10, because this looks a little bit like a bassman and it all will be beneath €1,000, and you get a real serious amp for it, for professional player, amateur player, semi-professional. So we are very, very happy to work on this new Koch product. But there is a boost section for more higher gain on it as well, huh? Do you want to hear that?
Hell yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So when I press this button,
that's a lot of amp for the money.
Yeah,
now, the reverb, is that spring?
yeah, it's spring based, but it's a digital chip inside there, like this.
So it's spring emulation.
Yeah, it's spring emulation, and it sounds just great, you know. And if you want to build in a spring reverb, it costs you a lot of space and maybe sometimes an extra tube. And we decided in this hybrid model to experiment with this technology as well. You know, everybody's used to working with computers and software, so we believe even a purist player is accepting that you can combine best of both worlds, you know, and but you really have to listen to it because it's a great sounding verb, so you have great experience having it there when you want it. Yeah, really.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Duncan. Sounds really good. Everybody go to Koch-amps.com. I'm just checking it up there. That's right, Koch-amps.com to check out this stuff and more. I'm Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss a beat with our Musikmesse videos.